Hello and welcome to a video in which I demonstrate how to get Smaart running here at front of house at NESCom, probably for a Cashman show. We got a CL3 driving the PA and we've got Smaart running version 9. So I just booted Smaart. It's asking me what do I want to do. Start with a new configuration, build it fresh. So hit OK. And we need to set up our drivers and our I/O. We're using the OctaCapture. Make sure it's powered on. Make sure USB is plugged in. And then set up your inputs. We're going to use the OctaCapture ASIO driver. And we have 6 measurement mics here, so you pretty much need all 8 inputs. We don't really need input 7, but you've got inputs 1 through 6. They got funny names, which is unfortunate. And input 8 is going to be our ref input, our reference back from the console. Outputs of make sure you've got ASIO OctaCapture enabled, and you've got outputs 1 and 2 set up so you can send pink noise out of the 2 outputs on the back of the OctaCapture. So with all that done, you are set up. Let's make Smaart bigger. Ooh, it wants an update. How exciting. And we're going to open, we're going to make the window nice and big. And the first thing you do with Smaart is kind of just get a Spectrum engine working. And this is a great way to check our measurement mic. I'm going to turn on input 1 here. And you can see it's working. We have a measurement microphone set up over there. And it's coming in here to input 1. And phantom power is on and the preamp is up loud enough that, hey, when I clap, you can see an RTA. And obviously, if you're going to be doing this maybe in a later video, I will show how to SBL calibrate. But right now, at least, you can kind of see what's going on spectrum-wise. The one thing you might also want to do is open up the View button here. This is a little different in V9. Open up the dual pane and get the spectrograph going and maybe adjust these little tabs over here to set the threshold the way you want it. So that's cool. That's spectrum mode. But we're really here to set up a transfer function, a difference between the output of the console and the microphone. So I'm going to go into transfer mode. Can you hit the TF view button or hit T, go into transfer. We have to create a transfer engine. Command T or Control T is a way to do that, or you can hit this little button here, plus TF engine. And name it what you want. You're going to need a different TF engine for every measurement mic you have. Right now I only have 1 measurement mic set up, so I will call this front of house mic. And I'm going to use the OctaCapture as my driver, and we're going to compare input 1 from the microphone with input 8, which is going to come from the CL3, create and close, and now I have a transfer engine. So a little bit more about what the transfer function is. We're going to compare the direct output of the console, and we're going to compare it to what's coming out of the speakers and the measurement microphone. So we need the mic plugged in, but we also need an output from the console to Smaart. So on the back of Smaart, we got this cute, here at NESCom, we got this cute little snake that's attached to the rack. Open it up, and on it there's a couple XLRs. One of them is Octa out. This will drive pink noise into the console, and one of them is Octa in, number 8, and this is going to be the input to Smaart from the console. So you got to pick some outputs locally here. I've got, it looks like Omni out 8 is free and Omni in 8 is free. So I'm going to plug the pink noise from OctaCapture into Omni in 8 on the CL3, and I'm going to take Omni out 8, which will be a matrixed mix, and send that off to Smaart. So with that patched, we got to go configure pink noise in the console and all of that. So let's do that. First, we'll configure the signal generator. We've already configured outputs. There isn't too much to do here. I'll go into the signal generator, maybe make the level a little higher than its default. Default of -48 is a little low. And I'm going to turn it on. And you can always turn it on or off here as well. And on the console, I'm going to pick a dummy input. In this case, input 49 that's not being used for anything else. And I want to source that to Omni in 8. So over here on the home screen for this particular input, patch it into from Omni, and look, we want to have Omni 8. There it is. And now we're seeing pink noise blasting away. Obviously, I want to turn the preamp down on that. Coming around -18, we should have some pink noise. So I bring it up, we should hopefully hear some pink noise. We do? Cool, pink noise is working. So pink noise is making it to the speakers. But we need to make sure, I'm gonna go back over here to Smaart. Let's turn on our transfer engine. And hopefully, we see the mic coming in on the measurement input. We should hopefully see, and we don't see anything on the second input because we haven't got that to work on the console yet. So we need to send it directly over to Smaart, and I would suggest using a matrix to do that. I would select the left stereo bus. It says stereo L there. And I would home key and home key again until I can see my matrices. And let's use matrix 1. It's free. I'm going to turn matrix 1 for stereo left. So I'm steering stereo left up to unity gain. And when I select stereo right, I can hit the select key again. I could have also done it up there. I'm going to take the right stereo bus and also send it to the matrix. So both stereo buses are feeding the matrix evenly. Okay, let's find the matrix master. And here it is. And we were using matrix 1, and I'm just making sure matrix 1 is on and up. I want to patch matrix 1 out Omni 8. So I'm going to home key here, and I see it still says matrix 1 here. And let's send that out Omni 8. So find the Omnis, Omni 8. And at this point, if we bring it up, we hear it in the PA, we hear it in the stereo bus, and you can see it's coming through matrix 1, which hopefully this means over in Smaart, you can both see the measurement mic coming in at the top, and the reference there is the matrix coming from the console. So I bring it up, I want to get quite a little bit louder here. Of course, you need to make a transfer curve. You want to make them equal level. You want to make them show up about halfway up on the meters on the console. So I'm going to mess with the preamps a little bit here. And I'm going to turn down a little bit for my ear's sake. But I'm going to turn up the preamp. We're a little bit quieter than normal because the video. And input 8, channel 8 of the preamp, I'm going to yank up so they're at equal level. And we don't really have much of a transfer curve right now because they're really out of sync. We need to set the delay. So hit find, set the delay, and insert it. And now we get a transfer curve. And it's not great, but it's we got a transfer curve for front of house, which was the goal. Nice work.